I took a total gamble, and I was like, have you ever had those moments where you knew you should be doing something, or you knew you should make a decision, but you don't make it, and you're like, I knew it.
Now, I'm very excited to be able to have this conversation and to showcase, if you don't know who Laurie is, then you are in for a real treat right now. I've been looking at your work from afar from a while now as well, and Chris as well, and it's something that's inspiring to me both personally and professionally as well. But before we start diving into everything, Laurie, I just want to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate you taking the time out right now. It's very grateful of you. And who is Laurie and why are you so phenomenal? In a nutshell.
Oh man. Yeah. I love to share my journey with people, like the good, the bad, and the ugly. In fact, the more ugly, the better, because I feel like that's where some of the most power is, right? Well, we know that. It's where all the power is. So I love to help transform women. I love to put on events. I love to podcast. I love to speak and share the journey. Like it's all just content from your life, of your journey and how you got through. And that is like how you can add the biggest value.
Where are the turning points of your journey that you've enjoyed the most?
I usually don't enjoy them while they're happening.
Hindsight's great.
Those are usually the ones that are the most challenging. Like honestly, I'm in a moment in my life where there's a massive up-leveling going on, and I am freaked out by it, and I never feel ready, and I have been feeling a constant state of like stress and overwhelm, even though I'm living my dream. So I don't want to be wishing away the moments that I've wished for.
Yes.
So, but I'm trying to be present in these things that are scaring the crap out of me. So I would say that I'm in a big moment right now.
Awesome.
And it's feeling shaky and scary and awesome all at once. I'm riding a serious wave. Like I don't know what the wave is yet, but I'm in a moment.
How are you dealing with it? Like, what's the process when you wake up in the morning, or what frameworks or what questions are you asking yourself to get yourself through this as best you can?
You know what? This is a time when, and I just said this to Chris like 2 days ago, I said, if I didn't have these tools that I teach, this would never be happening. I understand why people max out at a certain ceiling because they don't have the tools and they don't have the people around them. So I have amazing people around me after years of finding these people, right? So building an amazing tribe that just allows you to be you and recharges you and reminds you that you're not in it alone. So that's huge. Like if you looked at my phone, the last 20 texts are like SOS texts. And like, I don't even know what you can help me with, but help me. Like, just send me love. And just knowing that they're there with me, like shoulder to shoulder, is game changing. Meditation, visualization, inserting new powerful stories around my old stories of belief.
Oh, I love that.
It's huge. Like, I mean, I probably said 10 different times, maybe 100, I don't know, today. Like, no, I'm a powerful speaker. I can do this. I'm made for this. I know how to connect to people. Like, instead of the old story, oh my God, this isn't my audience. These are mostly men. I usually talk to women. Those were the stories, right? Very easy for me to access right now because they're there. So it was like I had to continue going on with these new empowering stories. Like, we're all just human. Connecting at a vulnerable level is exactly how you add value and make impact, like over and over and over. So,
do you have an anchor point that you kind of refer back to, you look back to, that is when you started to choose yourself?
I actually just shared this on stage, and I remember I wasn't yet necessarily choosing myself, but at about 11 years old, I remember thinking I'm not going to settle for the beliefs that my family believed about our genetics.
It's giving me goosebumps. Yeah, that's huge.
And because I had that glimmer, like that moment of, have you ever like been working out or running, or you were like out in nature, or maybe you were doing something when you were little and you just had this moment of like, wow, that's who I am. Like it was just a goosebump moment. It was like a truth moment. And you're like, wait, that's me. Not this other like shy kid, or not this kid who feels this way when they're with these other kids, or who doesn't feel good enough. Like, that's me. Like, how do I show everyone who I am? And I remember thinking, it's okay. Like, I don't know if I have to show them now. And that was like a saving grace moment for me too, because I remember feeling like I was getting consumed alive a lot. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, where you need to be better, bigger, leaner,
totally.
louder. And I was not I'm not a really loud person. I like to be outgoing and funny in the moments, but like that's not my nature. And I had this belief that I would have to be that way, or I'd have to be a certain way. And those are really limiting beliefs, because I really believe when you tap back into that voice or that moment and what was fueling it and what you were thinking, and keep doing that and keep nurturing it and keep nurturing the connection of what you ever believe that you're connecting to,
I like that.
It's going to be so powerful for you.
How do you help people first have the consciousness to actually have that question arrive?
So typically, and I just asked this again on stage, like, you know, I asked this audience of people, took a total
I should have
gamble.
watched this speech.
Like, oh, I'm just going to record this. I took a total gamble, and I was like, have you ever had those moments where you knew you should be doing something, or you knew you should make a decision, but you don't make it, and you're like, I knew it. Like, I knew it. Why did I do that? Yeah. And the thing is that we're always being guided. Like, we're always being guided. We always have gut feelings. We always know our truth. Except when we don't feel good, that's when we're turning away from it. When we start to feel good, when we start to feel vital, when we have energy, when we're in the relationships we're meant to be in, you feel vital, you feel connected, you feel alive. When you're nurturing your body in a way that helps you, you know, keep that connection alive, when you're moving, when you're, there's so many different things. But that's the first question, is usually, are you aware that you have this thing that's trying to guide you? Like, is your soul still working? Let me check, because if you're breathing, most likely it's still working. So sometimes people say no, and I'm like, okay, let's dig a little deeper. Like, let's go back a little more, because a lot of times we get so far down the road of forgetting who we are, and that we're these humans having or we're souls having like a human experience here on earth, that we just like, we numb ourselves out with so much stuff, and we bury it, and we just try to block out that feeling, because if we're not living in it, it's causing a lot of pain.
I'll be perfectly honest, I think over the last 4 weeks, I've been so busy that I haven't given myself that time, that space to actually get there. And then kind of like got to a point where I was just exhausted, and I was just like, oh my God. And I was laying in bed with my wife, and I was just like, I'm exhausted. Like, our girls had a couple of nights of not great sleep, so it was just compiling facts, and I was just like, no, this is because I'm not actually taking the time for myself right now, and this really sucks, and I need to turn this around. How does Laurie give herself the space, the time, the environment that you need to thrive?
So I'm the same exact way. And because for the last, I gotta be honest, I feel like I've been feeling that way for a year, and I've been angry at myself, because I know what I need to get inspired. But sometimes in life, you get all of your momentum at once. And I've really stepped back and been like, okay, be honest with yourself. Have you said yes to too many things? Now, like 10% of the things I've said yes to, are too many. But 90% really is like things that are so aligned and that I'm in love with. So I've also been challenging the idea of summoning inspiration through tough times. Like learning how to summon it, because what was happening is my channel was like blocked. I wasn't feeling anything. I was like, how am I supposed to like run my biggest event of the year when I feel nothing? Like, I feel no inspiration. I don't know what to say. And I'm like, come on, Laura, you don't know what to say? Like,
do you think it's amazing that that actually came together? Do you know what I mean? Like, what you're teaching is really what you're going through.
Oh my God,
and that's what I love about like looking from the outside in, like seeing what you're going through, and it's even better having this conversation with you right now. It's, you are so authentic and real. Like, you're living it right now, and I think that's why you're able to actually help people go through it.
Well, I feel that.
Good. Well, that's a very good thing.
How am I doing it? Oh God.
Okay, no, this is really good. Okay, last question right now. What do you want the viewer right now? What do you actually want them to do from today, from right now, to make the most of this time with us?
Oh, you know, what just came through for me was to explore what that connection looks like and feels like for you, that authentic truth. Who are you? What does it feel like to be fully you? What are you doing? Who are you with? And nurture that connection, because when you know that connection and you have it, you know what to do, you know what to say, you know where to go, you know exactly who to talk to, you know what value to add. And if we think that we don't, it's because we're blocking it.
I absolutely love that, because I feel like you're allowing people to actually truly take responsibility and empowerment for themselves. Because, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, we can't give you the answer. Like, I can't write the perfect diet for you. I can't tell you exactly what to do with your business. Like, we can't give you, but you know at the end of yourself. So that was really good. Thank you so much for taking the time out, Laurie.
This
You're
was so
fantastic.
fun.
Now, where does the viewer right now go to learn more about you and what you're doing? The new book, like, where do we go?
Oh, I'm so excited about my book. Okay, you can go to laurieharder.com, or right now for the book, it's laurieharder.com/Amazon, and that's all about building your perfect tribe to support and accelerate your growth.
Tribe Called Bliss.
A Tribe Called Bliss.
Best name I've ever heard of a book. I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that's definitely phenomenal. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pop the link below so you can get part of the book, get a copy of the book. Make sure that you follow everything that Laurie's doing. It's absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Thank you.
This is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day, plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.